The women who used to overlook the $30,000-$40,000 a year men, now y'all gonna be getting those "what's up, big head"
baby daddies. And I do receive $3K in EBT food stamp.
Fellas, ignore the "hey big head" text. She don't miss you.
Not all, but they are more comfortable with being secure with government assistance than a man helping them in their life.
Target, and Cupid ain't the only one shooting, so make sure you keep that good heart guarded.
So yesterday I opened up a can of worms, but somebody had to say it. The women who used to overlook the $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, even $100,000 a year men are now reverting back to those $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year men. Why, may you ask? Because of the government shutdown and because EBT ain't giving out no more stamps. So they are reverting back to the ones that they used to overlook. Now y'all gonna be getting those "what's up, big head" texts.
Hey, big head.
And you ain't talked to this girl in 6-7 months since the last time you was able to give her $300, $400 for a little bit. These girls been out here chasing rappers, basketball players, football players, any kind of player, you name it. They've been out there chasing them. And now since they got to pay cash for them groceries, they looking for them $30,000 to $90,000 a year men again. Don't be surprised when you get that text in the middle of the night. "What's up, big head? What you doing?" You might as well go ahead and ignore that text and roll over and go to sleep because she after your coins, baby.
Ain't this a son of a gun? Traded the man for the government. Now, hey, big head is coming to a text near you, right? It is, because when you're down and out and in a drought, you're going to think, okay, who's the next best sucker? And who are those guys they think are suckers? Not Pookie, not Ray Ray, not Chad and Tyrone. It's you, black man. They think you're the sucker. I know they've noticed, like, wait a minute. They may have tried to hey big head already. No answer. They're going to try even harder. You're going to see the thirst traps, the Gina pics, the boo pics, everything. Prepare. It's coming. But a lot of men are going to be saying this. It's Mike Jones. Look what it says. When she hit you out of nowhere with the "hey big head" text in November because them food stamps are finito. And you already know what it's saying. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me. Mike Jones is coming. Be ready.
Ain't no way.
Hello?
What do you mean you love me?
Babe, I can explain.
Oh my God.
Baby.
Angry and bitter at black women for so long. Our short answer to this is that black men became economically irrelevant to black women, which eventually led to the rebellion of the leadership of the black man. Up until the early 1900s, black women had higher rates of marriage over their clear counterparts before the social engineering of the welfare state. Under the social engineering of the welfare state, the government required that a male could not be living in the house. Government inspectors would come out, and if they found any shoes, any shirts or clothes or anything like that, you were cut off from that public assistance. So there you have black men being removed from the home. Then you have the war on drug, which is disproportionately incarcerating black males in particular. And now what do black women have to do? Make it work and figure it out. Then that births a generation of struggling mothers teaching their daughters to go to school, get a degree, and don't depend on a man for nothing.
Baby daddies. And I do receive $3K, $3,000 in EBT food stamps.
$3K in EBT a month is not something you want to flex on. That literally shows how much you cannot provide for the children you kept on having. How do you have 7 different baby daddies and you were giving birth since the age of 14? You know, don't they say one of the biggest causes for destruction of home families in the Black community is having children who have no father figure? Why? This is where I support having a cap on government assisted aid, regardless if you keep having children. Like, taxpayers should not be the daddy to your irresponsible decision making. Yo, honestly, be so for real.
The hey big head text. She don't miss you. That mother hungry. Hey gang, facts. Facts. If they take them benefits away, they take EBT away. Oh yeah, you go see hey big head text from left and right all over the place. Every man all over the globe, goddammit. Even the married men. So you fellas be careful now. Don't bite the bait. Look how the tables turn. And like Brody said, don't fall for that hey big head text. If a motherfucker ain't trying to take that 25, then nope, don't even entertain them. If they hungry, they'll take that 25 and you make sure you only feeding them sausages. That's it, that's all.
So you see how bad it's gotten? Men are saying you either take this sausage or get lost. And I don't want it to be like that, right? I actually think that's not a good thing to do. They're in need. They're in dire straits. But that's what it's come to. And these are men you're going to be saying, hey, big head to. So guys are going to proposition you, especially ladies like this. A lot of food stamps. See, ladies like this need to make a lot of money.
Get your ass to the bathtub.
A lot of guys
Hurry
are
up.
gonna go for this.
Why's your towel on the
Need
floor,
some?
Lele? Go put your
It's sad.
goddamn underwear on.
Look at that. Slim too. Man. They have no idea what's about to happen. You're gonna hear clapping all over the country. It's gonna be an earthquake. Like right now, they're having earthquakes in the Philippines. It's gonna be a lot of earthquakes in the US. Sad. I don't want to see that happen, but it's gonna happen. And she can clean too. Okay. Somebody gonna pick that to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see some use for you. This is what God's gonna be saying.
They cut food stamps off. Oh, they done made it easier than it's ever been before. Just know a lot of women outside need help right now. So if you come through helping, $300 worth of groceries can get you anything you want. Nonetheless, we all know James ain't gonna help. It's your time to shine, my boy.
Sophie revealed she used to live on the food stamps. It all started when she told about the struggles she faced growing up. Sophie raised in Florida and claimed in a recent video that they were on paychecks, and everything she has done is to make sure that she could provide for her family. This is what she had to say. Me and my family grew up on food funds like paycheck to paycheck, and we had no money at all. So I knew that I need to make money somehow because my only vision was helping my family. Then she talked about the challenges she faces currently as a creator. Despite earning $40 million last year, Sophie said her career as a content creator is much more challenging than people would think, and not everyone is able to achieve what she has accomplished. Sophie says she paid her parents' property debt, bought them a new car, and has plans to purchase a new home. My dad cried when I paid off the taxes. She revealed it is a moment I'll never forget and closed it by saying, all I ever wanted for them to stop worrying about money. So Sophie has been achieved for her family. What are you trying to do for your parents? Comment your thought and share this video with your friends.
Now I see why Sophie Rain got desperate and said, I need to do whatever I can, never to go back there again. But I want to tell you guys something. I don't commend that. Why? Because you don't go from disgusting in one way, like the bottom of the barrel, to all the way to the other end, going straight to hell. That's what she did. Disgusting, taking handouts, OnlyFans. What about in the middle? Like maybe content creation, something else. Even do desperate content. Actually, don't do that. Don't do that. Because that's the same thing as OnlyFriends. But I get it now. I understand why. And now I understand this man, and I've been understood this man. Take a look.
I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, you Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me off because they know when I come over, they children can get some
Hold up. God damn.
some outlet Jordans.
Outlet Gucci.
Yeah.
Man.
But how you speak of women, right? Where you want control. Is there ever...
I don't want control that is taken by force. I want control because I'm the one who is the leader of the pack, naturally.
So could you see yourself in a situation where a woman makes as much as you or more than you?
I like women who make money, just I can't do nothing with you other than sleep with you. If you could take care of yourself, you're gonna think you could talk to me. I don't like you talking to me a lot. I know you got your own money and all like that, so if you want to, we can hook up, hang out, do that for a minute, but I'm saying, girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Yeah, but do you see how that comes off as...
No. How does it come off? It's this, look, we're exchanging services.
Okay, but that's not prostitution?
It's all prostitution. What's not prostitution? The only woman who not prostituting, not a woman that's married to their husband. Everything else you owe.
He said it right, but it's not right. It's not right at all, but that's what the nation is today. Seriously, it's Sodom and Gomorrah. All over the world, guys are just clapping, and that's what it is. And men like him take full advantage. There's a lot of guys like him watching right now. And I don't judge you. I understand. Right? That's what it's came to. And that's what they're about. I don't second what you're doing, but I can't shame you for it. Everybody has their own free will. More power to you. But I do understand and I get it, especially the way it is now. Men have been robbed their whole life by ladies. Take me here. Take me there. That's why he likes when they're in poverty, because he said it before. I give them $200-300. They don't need nothing else for a month, 2 months. To him, that's pocket change, peanuts. See, a lot of guys don't mind spending when it's to their advantage. It's sad, but that's the way it is. I feel like a Tupac song. Guess that's the way it is. Ding, ding, some things will never change.
Not all, but they are more comfortable with being secure with government assistance than a man helping them in their life. Because if a man is in that house, they don't trust us enough to get off government assistance and let's build together.
There's a reason.
That's not my fault. And this is the part that we're not understanding. I understand the ladies that went through that in that era, but the women that's in my era didn't go through what the women went through in the 70s and in the 80s. So these women that's growing up with this trauma from their mama can't be held against me because I was also raised by a single mother. You get what I'm saying? So you got to give me the same grace and understand, hey, I'm not who your father was to your mother. And we ain't gonna be able to build if you got more faith in Uncle Sam than me.
Real talk alert.
Okay, so since the food stamp police was so motherfucking mad about that video I made, I'm about to make them madder, okay? I'm at Target, boom. So, did you know that if you go into like a Target or if you have a Publix or whatever type of store like that that has like a Starbucks
Even girls like her got a chance.
you can use your food stamps to get Starbucks. So I'm about to show y'all right now. Let's go. Can I get a grande iced green tea, peach green tea, made with lemonade and light ice, please? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now I see there it says commenters don't think she looks poor enough. I need to say this, right? Because a lot of people don't understand. The people that are on food stamps the most are ladies like her, right? She is that other no, everybody knows what it is. White trash out there. There's more white trash people on food stamps than black people. I mean, I've been knew that. You know, black ladies sold out the man for the government, but they're not the ones that are mostly on food stamps. I know this. Like, I have known this for a long time, many, many years, maybe like 30 years, not 40, but I knew this since I was young. Seriously. You know, you look up demographics, you'll see it. And I know this, but a lot of people don't understand that a lot of ladies like her are going to be on food stamps. And I'll tell you one thing, the same thing with her. When she runs out, the man's going to be sitting there like, you need something, baby? It's sad, but that's going to happen. She's a victim.
I'm a single mom of 5 and I do get food stamps. And according to my comments, you guys don't know how the food stamps and the SNAP benefits work. So let me educate you in 1 minute and 3 seconds. First and foremost, I am in Texas, so you must be a Texas citizen. You must be a U.S. citizen, or you must be a qualified legal non-citizen, and you must live in a low-income household. Now, they do take income into account based on your family size. Again, income into account based on family size. I know that you guys think income equals the ability to buy food. Remember, it's a low-income household, so that is not always the case. Now, since they do look at your income, they also look at the expenses like childcare, shelter, utilities, medical bills, things of that nature. They also have an asset limit here in Texas of about $2,700 and some change. Now, the nitty gritty when it comes down to working. If you're between the ages of 16 and 59 years old, you are required to work, train, or volunteer. However, if you are elderly, the primary caregiver to someone that is 18 or younger, a student, or disabled, those do not apply to you.
She's going through it, right? She feels it. The eye twitch is crazy though, but she's feeling it already. And as you can see, y'all, they're not giving us food stamps next month. How I'm gonna pay all my bills and feed my kids, plus Christmas coming up too. This is so messed up, right? And you see, I believe her. She's so distraught, her eyes twitching out of her socket, unless she knows how to do that. But you know what she was doing, guys? She was actually e-begging online. And the comments were crazy. Your problems, not mine. I'm too busy working. She started crying. That's her right there. Pretty internet, crying emoji. The next one with soup. Get a job. People are vicious. That's how men are feeling, ladies. I'm sure. I feel bad, actually. I do. Because it's going to be hard times because a lot of people don't have discipline. Like, some of you ladies are getting so much money in food stamps. And they're not turning your food stamps off because you have a lot of children. right? Save them. You have a lot of people out there selling them. Yeah, I got unlimited yamps. I got unlimited yamps. That's why guys see this online. Why do you think men are being so petty? It's not because they want to see children starve. Men are being petty because they were petty with men and traded men in for it. You saw on the other podcast with the brothers from New York, they flipping like people traded for this. Like, men don't want to see people hurt, but come on now. Look what it says. Thank you. Can you donate? I'm not getting food stamps no more. I have 4 kids. So if you have 4 kids, right? You had to have been getting at least for yourself 1,000, 1,200 in food stamps. Why didn't you save some? Seriously, you should have saved some of those yamps and let them stack up. And I say that to say, at one point, I was on food stamps. I was. And I've also been around ladies on food stamps. And one person I knew, you know what she did? She let her food stamp stack up so much, they ended up stacking up to like 3,000, and she didn't spend the money on them like that. She saved it. And that's what you got to do. Save it for a rainy day. You know what? Right now, she's probably good.
Black America is not doing well today. Talk about the damage of the welfare state and how MLK's narrative and political activism led to the modern welfare state.
Yeah, David Garrow, again, he wrote about this in his book. Patrick Moynihan wrote this great study called The Moynihan Report. It was legendary. Patrick Moynihan proved that welfare was destroying the black family. He saw that black men were working, but the family was being more destroyed and more people were getting on welfare. And he said what's happening is these young girls that are getting pregnant aren't getting married anymore. So he told LBJ, we got to cut this out or the black family is going to be destroyed. So he said, what we need to do is take the federal government and put the black man back in charge of his family. LBJ was all for it. But LBJ, being the politician, said, you got to go and sell this to the civil rights community. So McGeorge Bundy was over the Ford Foundation at that time. He told Moynihan that we are sponsoring a retreat for the civil rights community. Come with me down there and present your findings to them. McGeorge Bundy, Moynihan went down there, met with Martin Luther King Jr. and the members of the civil rights community. According to David Garrow, McGeorge Bundy said it's a wonder Moynihan got out of that room alive. They called him everything but a child of God, cussed him out, called him a racist. Moynihan goes back to LBJ and said, man, these people are crazy. We can't have nothing to do with them. LBJ said we got to do what they said do. They came back and met with LBJ, and the feminists in the movement said, instead of taking the federal government to put the man back in charge of his family, we need to use it to get the man out because marriage is just like slavery. And instead of putting and fixing the welfare state where women could get welfare if they got married, they changed it to where if they caught a man in the house, she could get no help. And in one generation, the black community went from having 80% of their children in wedlock to 80% being born out of wedlock. And they put the man in-house clause in welfare, and it destroyed the black family. And Martin Luther King Jr.'s fingerprints were all on it. And Ralph Abernathy wrote, "In the walls came tumbling."
All right, so you heard enough, right? Now, I know a lot of people, black people, didn't like Charlie Kirk, but what he was doing there was proving a point, right? Do you know what that point is? A lot of guys understand. What the man was saying is not a lie. And you notice he said the feminism, Satanism movement back then, certain civil rights leaders were in hand with movements back then that a lot of people don't understand certain things in history, right? Certain people play certain parts and you would never believe it. And what's happened is, think about what they said, right? That did take place. And then as it was happening, first we went from peaceful music Then right after that, the gangster rap came in. First, it was the civil rights movement. Feminism came in around that time. Then the even when you looked on Good Times, right? They showed the on the show, oh, the man is here. They had to hide the black man, right? Make sure none of his stuff was in the closet. Or they weren't going to get that free money. This is when it started. This is when it started. And it's gotten out of hand. So now the government is breaking up with you. And not even yet. For 1 month. But you know what's going to happen? Now they're saying if you can have it for 2 years. So yeah, he is breaking up with you. He gave you a timestamp. So what a lot of you ladies have to do now is get it how you live. And that's what men have been doing. Out here getting it how we live. The only way we know how. By working hard.
Make sure you save some room for you because what you got is sacred. Some energy is just too good to waste it. Target, and Cupid ain't the only one shooting, so make sure you keep that good heart guarded. So many will want to touch you, but few will be prepared to hold you. And remember, it ain't no warranties on the broken dreams they sold you. Never there when you call them, so why you still call them a friend? Inferior motives and hidden agendas, hoping that it all pay off in the end. Guessing I'm just hoping that you listen. We in the belly of the beast is wicked. Stay in your truth, because there's so much faking.
Now, I don't know if you guys paid attention to that. She had 12,000 in yamps, and she only spent 1,500. She has 9 kids. A lady like that, with that much left, I hope she saves some. Seriously, because if she still has it like that, she has enough to feed her family. Forget the kids. She can help other families. Right? And it's only going to be for a month. That's the wild thing about this. This is not going to happen. It may happen for 2 months, maybe 3. I don't know. Maybe he comes back in November and plays hero and says, "Oh, look what I did. I helped out the people." And he gets some more votes to swing his way. Don't sleep now. This is politics. But it's sad what's happening. I don't like seeing this. But you can kind of dictate what's going to play out. That's why I showed the videos how I did today. You're going to see certain situations and what are ladies doing nowadays. Like yesterday, I showed a video of a lady propositioning a man like she's selling it. A lot of times, ladies are moving like they're selling it. Even look at Sophie Rain. She's an OF selling it not to go back to it. Evil world we living in. I know everybody's trying to keep on living. Other than that, thank you for watching. Peace out. See you next video.